Last week, Pete Hegseth, head of the newly renamed US Department of War, threatened Anthropic, the makers of AI model Claude, that if they didn't allow the military unrestricted use of Claude, including for, and listen closely to this part, autonomous killing machines and mass domestic surveillance of US citizens, he was going to label the company a national security risk, cutting off their access to government contracts, and then use the law to force them to comply anyway. No, this is not a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory or AI clickbait. This actually happened. Anthropic refused. Their stated reason for drawing the line on autonomous weapons wasn't purely moral. It was that today's frontier AI models are not reliable enough to be used in fully autonomous weapons. In other words, there's too great a risk of an AI malfunction resulting in the mass murder of innocent civilians. Their position on surveillance was similarly grounded. There are currently no laws or regulations governing how AI could be used in mass surveillance. The Pentagon's response was essentially, not our problem. Legality is the military's responsibility, not a contractor's. Trump then posted on Truth Social, directing every federal agency to immediately stop using Anthropic's technology, and Hegseth declared Anthropic sanctimonious and arrogant, accusing the company of trying to strong-arm the United States military. All of this is happening at a time when many voices argue that AI is too powerful to remain in the hands of private companies, that it shouldn't just be regulated but nationalized. The idea being that private enterprise is too self-interested to be trusted with this kind of power and will ultimately use it against the public good. That argument made a lot of sense right up until the moment it was juxtaposed with a government actively demanding the technology for purposes that would arguably be ruled out against the public interest in any court of law. This really is fundamentally the argument between capitalism and socialism playing out in real time. Adam Smith's invisible hand would suggest AI belongs in private hands, where self-interest and the profit motive will naturally guide companies towards serving the public good. John Maynard Keynes, or more accurately, those in the broader tradition of state-led economies, would argue that governments should control such powerful resources and decide how they're best used for the public benefit. So who do you think should control AI? Whatever your answer, for now, OpenAI, makers of ChatGPT, signed a contract with the US military only hours after the standoff ended, picking up essentially where Anthropic refused to go. This has triggered a significant backlash, with many American users boycotting ChatGPT and switching their subscriptions over to Claude. Responding to this, Anthropic has made it easier for users to make the switch by providing a tool that lets you download your ChatGPT data and import it directly into Claude, so you don't lose the conversation history and context that ChatGPT has built up over time. So what's your take? Was Anthropic right to refuse? Was OpenAI right to accept the contract Anthropic walked away from? Are customers right to boycott OpenAI and move over to Claude? And ultimately, who should control AI? Private enterprise or the government? Let me know what you think.